family that he was in the hospital because I was in the bed asleep. So I didn't know anything myself. But I will say this. If he wanted them to know he was in the hospital, 2 a.m. in the morning, he could have made those phone calls before or texts before his phone died. So when he came into the morning show, right, I think he wanted Diamond to know, to see visually what was going on with him. He could have made those calls and texts before he even got into Diamond's live if he wanted them to know. That's just my opinion. Because if I want them to know something here, I text them and let them know, hey, I'm not going on today. I'm not feeling well. I'm going to take my ass to bed. Or they'll call me. Okay? So if someone wants someone to know something, they will bring it to their attention if they want them to know. So, he told to get, yeah, I get it.
Diamond was his third call.
So I know he told 2K people, but maybe that was his way of letting.
Diamond was not his third call. Y'all, the 2K people in that live that heard it was his third call.
Listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish because I let everybody finish. I let everybody finish. When he came and told the 2K people, that's how everybody else found out. So when Diamond was his announcement room for everyone else to find out. That was just it. Whoever he talked to before he talked to her, whether it be Rizzy, Susu, whoever. All right. When he came in and said it in front of the 2K people, then everybody was going to be sharing the live. He knew that way it would have got to everybody who needed to know, including myself that was asleep when I found out. So maybe that was his message board. We don't know. We don't know what the true intentions we will never know. But I think firsthand, if I want to know something about somebody I fuck with, I am going to listen to the person I know that is closer to them, which would have been his mother. That's for me. I don't know about anyone else.
But we're not talking about his mom. We were talking about Diamond. But y'all got it. If y'all say he called Diamond was his third call. Diamond was his third call.
I said he came into the live.
Well,
and that was his message board. Wait a minute. Hold on, Powers. I said that was his message board for everyone else to know when he came and told Diamond. I don't know because I wasn't in there. And this is my assumption, right? When he came and told the 2K people, which was in Diamond's live, which is her platform, he was letting everyone else know that he wasn't feeling well. So why are we judging people's personal? I don't know, Steve. I don't know.
I think what Mad Day is saying is Trina is just as wrong. So why aren't the other people getting the same treatment as Trina?
Well, I haven't heard anything else about it really. I keep hearing about the money that Diamond collected and all this other stuff, but I haven't heard too much about it, and I probably haven't paid anything else about it because now that I see he's feeling better, that's really not an interest of mine to care about any of that. It's not.
To me, calling the hospital is the most out of pocket. Just thinking of like when my father was in the hospital and people were calling saying that they were a relative and weren't. Because to check on a patient, they have to ask the nurse. And that's hindering the care of the patient.
I don't think at that time anyone was thinking about the care of the patient if they was making that much whoopla. It was making it worse to me, but that's my opinion. Because if you care about somebody, you're not going to cause more trouble for me.
Right.
I think we do have a boundary issue here. Across the board, I think, we definitely do. We definitely do. And I don't think...
I agree.
I don't think... And people from what I see, meant to do it, like it was malicious, but I don't think they realize sometimes how it may come across and look, that you're just really pushing, overstepping your bounds with people that you have this kind of not full relationship with, right? What do they call it? That parasocial situation. So we see each other every day. It's almost like that work husband, right? So it is a boundary issue, and I think I see where a couple places it definitely was crossed in my eyes, but I think they're going to work it the best way they can on the back end. But I don't think it was an ill intent, and I think intention for me outweighs the action.
And Mayday, I think the information that you brung back, I didn't know, about the other boundaries that were crossed. I was lost. You're just bringing it to me. So this is the first time I'm hearing, calling and pretending to be someone that you're not. So, I mean,
Powers, and I understand once friends was like, oh, I didn't hear it and stuff like that. That's why I was like, oh, they probably don't know the full story or whatever. And everybody, but when I first started the conversation, I said, everybody's so focused on Trina. Trina was wrong.
She never.
I made that clear, but I wanted to bring an awareness of, we talk about boundaries and overstepping and what we can do. We cannot call the hospital, lie and say that we're somebody's sister. We don't trump a mother. You can collect Diamond's in well of her rights. But when the mom said stand down, it kept going and it's spiraling. Well, we wouldn't have never been there if we look back at how did it start. You know what I mean? Good. Y'all trying to focus on and bringing it just to one person. I'm not trying to bash anybody in this situation. And I think that's why Sophie felt like I was trying to just take up for Trina. But if you feel like that, why? If everybody overstepped their boundary and everybody should have let the mama do it, and once the mama stepped in and you know what I mean, we could see that. Ooh, hold on, my baby making cereal.
But I think, too, the issue is it's an entitlement, but it's also the history of some of the people involved who don't have, the best relationship together. So the information that was being transferred back and forth, there probably was some skepticism in it, right? It's a lot of tomfoolery that happens on this app, you know what I mean? Are they telling the truth? Are they not telling the truth? Are they trying to, it's get them before they get me. I think the information senders and the receivers don't have the best relationship. So I think that's also too, for example, if the sender and receiver were on one accord or had a better relationship, then I think also this wouldn't be such a thing. But because the person who's trying to get the information and the person who's giving it or not giving it aren't on one accord, it causes
friction.
Distrust. There's already distrust there. So it was are you telling me the truth? Or are you just trying to manipulate me? What is happening? You know what I mean? On both parties. Are you trying to control who you think you are? You know what I mean? It was already distrust. Right. So it just created a snowball of tomfoolery. So
right. But hold on. Can I just bring one point? Can I just, before I forget it, Mommy Money? Oh no, say your last word. Oh no. Okay. So you said that there was some distrust, right? But
the people that was sending and giving, right? So you look at the people.
Trina and Diamond was sending. But when Diamond asked Trina, there was nothing. Trina was chilling on the panel. They was geeking and back and forth, right? So yes, you might not trust her, but the text messages that Trina showed, right? You wanted her to go get the mama's number. You trusted her enough to go do that. But then she got the mom's number and the mom was like, hold up, don't give her my number. I don't need all that. I don't need it to be on TikTok. I'll come over to the live, right? The mom came over to the live. So nothing would have been, Diamond would not have doesn't trust Trina to begin with. So why send her on a task that you may not get the information that you need because of the relationship that you guys have? It's not that she entrusted, oh, I know I'm going to get this, like Susu, right? Then she got mad because Susu didn't give the information either, and she had it. I'm not trying to bring her in it, but there was multiple people that had the information that actually more information than Trina had. You know, Trina just had the mama's number.
Right. But what I'm saying is, in that moment, it's a lot of moving parts. You were in front of 2K people, and you know how the tomfoolery goes down on this app. There's trolls, there's people faking. Are you telling the truth? We know how it goes down here. And so I think based on their history, based on how this app moves with the players and the parts, I think it was a recipe for disaster. I just, and then it just kept getting heightened on top of heightened, and it just kept growing, because then nobody, it's like, are you playing with me or am I playing with you? And it just, I think if it was a different set of folks or a different two people, it just kept growing. More players kept being added to the board, and that just didn't help either, you know? So.
No, here's the thing. If your character precedes you or you got a certain experience with me, I'm going to judge your ass every time you come to me in that manner. So you mess around, you cross me, you lie to me, I'm going to consider you a liar. I don't give a fuck what you come back to tell me. You're going to have to bring me the paperwork. It's going to have to be notarized, sealed, and delivered, because I ain't going to believe nothing you got to say until then. Now, if it's another scenario and I got another friend over here, maybe you didn't lie to me. Maybe you did something else. Well, in your case, baby, you going to have to bring the proof for that. So to say it this way, if I don't trust what you're saying, yeah, I hear you. And the reason she sent Trina to talk to the mama was to say, okay, then, well, if you really got that information from her, go get the number. Prove it to me. That's what that was. That was a prove it to me moment. I can tell you what that was, Mad Day.
And Trina proved it to her when she sent the screenshot of the mom saying that she was going to come over to the live, that she had contact with Trina, but she did not want everybody having her number. So she came to Diamond's live respectful, like she really didn't have to, but she came to Diamond's live and was just, y'all, like, stand down, like, it's okay. So that was her way of letting everybody know. But Trina did show proof that as the live was going.
I'm glad you made that point. She came over to the same live of 2,000 people. She said, keep her son's name out your mouth. Why did she have to come to the live? Why couldn't she have inboxed Diamond? She didn't even have to come to the live. She didn't have to come to the live to announce that. She could have inboxed Diamond. And none of us in the live would have ever known a damn thing.
Right.
FYI,
we get to
Diamond
the
mentioned
she
reached out to her in the inbox. So why she didn't respond in the inbox? She wanted to respond in the comments of the live. So that's why it seems suspicious that that was really her. She asked twice. She said, is that really her? Because to me, that would have been suspicious if that was her in the comments too. I don't give a damn about no text message and no screenshot. If you pop up in my comments like that and you the mama, you not grown enough to hit me on the back end like I hit you,
what
then
is
I got
she owe Diamond though? That's the part. Okay, can we stay right there though?
She owed Diamond a motherfucking answer when Diamond messaged her and she didn't respond. You don't come in my live with 2,000 people to respond to me. If I sent your ass a message, you send one back the same way, period. Point blank. I don't give a damn if it's Diamond, President Trump, or the police. I don't care who it is. If I message you that way, message me back that way. Don't come talking to me in front of 2,000 people. Come lie to give you some shit you really don't want, period. Me, I ain't Diamond.
Well, there's that.
And y'all tap the screen, share the live. Help me out my gift goal, y'all. I know my favorite saying, all right? I ain't gotta say it. I'm cracking up in the silence. I'm cracking up the silence. I was just sitting here taking my medicine and drinking water, child. Cause for me, like I said, I'm gonna want to know from a bigger source. I'm sorry, than TikTok people. And I get what everybody is saying. I get what Mama Money is saying. I get what Fab is saying, and I also get what Mad Day is saying. You know, gotta create some boundaries, TikTok folk. Y'all cross so many boundaries on this app to where it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I think that's what kind of made her make up her decision in creating boundaries for herself, is because I feel that she felt like she wasn't trying to continue to do these arguments with people over friendships. I am not going to fight anybody for friendships. I'm too old for that. And if I feel like I gotta fight people for a friendship, I'd rather let it go. As y'all can see, I will step back and let y'all have it, because what I'm not gonna do is fight for a place in anybody's life. Because for me, my place is already solidified with me and that person. I'm not gonna fight with you. You are.
So does that mean you're gonna stop fighting with me?
I don't have to fight with you to be in nobody's life. Who I gotta fight with you to be?
Y'all still gonna fight.
Fight with me every day. I'm calling this damn live, and I just wanted to see if you was gonna stop.
No. No. This live ain't our friendship. I'm gonna cuss you out. Still. Some days. Depending on the situation.
Some days.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, I know these ladies, if something happened to me and I got us on this TikTok, somebody gonna try to find my husband. They ain't gonna try to go through nobody on TikTok. They might have a Zoom meeting and they all gang up to try to find my husband. They not about to go to nobody on TikTok. They ain't about to go through nobody on TikTok. I know that for sure about these ladies on my panel. Yeah, call my line Instagram before they go through anybody on TikTok. Oh, Lord, now my water, Lord, now my water. Lord, now my water. Yeah. And you know, I would hope that everybody understands that some, like for me, I care about TK, but I'm not about to fight over TK. Thank you, Black Butterfly. I'm not about to fight over TK. I'm not about to do that. And
Not TK.
yeah, I'm not about to fight over TK. Why everybody stole it, my name it. I'm not about to fight over TK. And I think he realizes who is truly down for him and who's not. And if you feel like you got to put up a big old fight in a friendship, I just think it's too much. It's just too much. It's too much, people.
Well, I have a thought.
What's your
If I could
thought?
say it. And I'm not saying I'm right. But if I was a young popular creator and I went to the hospital and I'm thinking, okay, I'm fixing to lose some days being on the live and I'm fixing to lose money, I would hit a couple folks on the back end. I'd jump into a popular creator's live and show myself. I'd tell those folks on the back end, keep it strumming until I can get back. You know the cash apps are going off.
That's a good take on it. That's a good take on it. Don't want to stop the funds. That's a good take on it. It's because
As soon as everybody found out he was in the hospital, they were shooting those funds to everybody. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm right.
I didn't look at it that way.
But if I was a creator, that's what I do. I'm going to have something to keep that money coming if I can't be on the live to keep that money coming.
I don't have a problem with that thought. I don't have a problem with that thought, and it could have been his thought, you know, or it could have been that's one of the biggest platforms That's one of the biggest platforms here to let everyone know that he is or was incapacitated at that moment. So if people were looking for him and he's not answering his phone, 2,000 people knew what was going on. So people be like, "Oh, where's Breaking?" Well, somebody can relay. "Oh, he's not feeling well at this moment. He's incapacitated." 2,000 people know. You know
And
what I'm
where's the
saying?
best place to go to get that out?
Right on the morning show. Okay. Right on the morning show.
Maybe it didn't go exactly the way you wanted it to go, but it went that way.
I mean, and I get that, right? I get that, right? But people ever realize by jumping to conclusions, when in friendships, that's what it can cause in other situations, because that could have been handled a lot differently. But I most definitely think how it was handled was not handled maturely, because when he came back, even though he was sick, he still had a fight to fight, right? And it wasn't really even his fight. It was a fight fighting over him. So I just think that, like Fab was saying, sometimes we need to handle things with kind of a little bit more gracefulness and with boundaries, because that wasn't handled very graceful.
Because I'm sure, like the intent, right? Like when he got up there and flashed on his camera and you saw he was in a hospital, it was a very jarring for me, even still an emotional situation. Like, oh my God,
What was
like,
happening?
are you okay? Right? It tugs at your heart immediately, right? Immediately. And even her face was like, what? You okay? You know, so you have an immediate reaction, then you want to do something, right? And I, like I said, I don't think that the intent by anybody's action was done and was meant to be malicious or, you know, careless or even with callous, right? That's half the battle, right? You can say, okay, well, I know you weren't intentionally trying to embarrass, harm, or hurt me or any of the people. Then the second part is an internal look at the players, right? Okay, now, because this blew up just to be such a clusterfuck. So the people involved would then have to say, okay, well, I know my heart. I wasn't trying to hurt, harm any of these people. Now, the second part is, let me look at myself. How could I have done something different? Each person in there could have done something different to get a different outcome here. And that's just accountability for your own personal growth, to say, hey, I don't want to be in this situation again. What can I do next? The next time. Okay. And I think that's the best you can hope for people in their own lives and decisions. I'm not an overly judgmental person, but all I look at as people's intent. I don't think that anybody meant or intended to be hurtful, vindictive, or malicious, even to each other. I think ultimately they were all really just trying to help figure out where he was and does he need any more support. And I would say, let's channel that energy into something else. Look how fast they mobilized. They found where that man was at. They was able to raise money. Look if we put that into something else. Look how fast the mobilization. You know what I mean? We got just the resistance. Let's mobilize to do something else.
Not to resistance. Not
We
all
gotta
about.
vote and to raise money, the amount of money that, child, who says we can't organize and get stuff done?
So, I think how it was done is probably why the downfall went so far on Trina, because of how it was done. But at least it got done. It might have not got done in the right way, but it got done. So that's where, somebody is reporting the live. I don't know why they're reporting the live. I am frozen like all get out, y'all. I don't know why y'all reporting this live, but we just having a conversation. So everybody tap the screen, y'all. Let's go ahead and power tap up to 30K real quick. let's go ahead and push the bullshit out of the room because that's what they're trying to do. I don't know why they're trying to fuck with the room like that, but y'all need to go ahead and go on because we're gonna have a conversation regardless. Lagging for some reason, I don't know why, but hopefully, right, y'all? The situation probably wasn't handled correctly, but at least he sees that people are willing to go as far as they went.
Yeah, he got love and support,
Go
man.
around, Shaded. I see your hands again. You got something you want us to hear?
Oh no, I was being nosy. I'm sorry. I was being nosy in somebody else's life.
Not you being
My
nosy.
bad.
Who lied?
Where you at?
Nosy.
Bray King's life because Kiana's over there.
Oh, I told y'all that
Oh
was
yeah,
her
let's
in
stream
here.
that.
I told you I was being
I
nosy.
told you
Let's
that was
stream.
her in here. I told
Yep.
y'all that was
She in
her
the comments.
on her messy court page. She on that messy court page or that Breakfast with Kiana page?
Let me see.
Is it the Breakfast
Because
with
they all
Kiana
talking
page?
about it.
I hope they making up at this point.
And then everybody over there talking about, like, they were scared all about the shit that they talked about her while she was gone. Everybody was like, she talked about you. She talked. If y'all don't own the shit that y'all done said about that lady,
Who was snitching? Who's snitching?
baby.
I know you lying. Not somebody snitching.
I was trying to tell y'all the streets was hot. Y'all didn't
Oh, girl, you should just hit play. We would have shut up.
Okay, hold on.
Shada was
I'm
raising her hand and everything. I'm sorry, Shada.
Yeah, I sure was. I was like, wait.
You know, I came in here and stirred up some stuff. You know, but I'm not mad no more. I'm about to switch my page. I'm about to have a good old time. Hold on, let me bring it back.
Oh,
Okay, hold
Lord.
on.
Shut your ass up.
So who's on the panel is, hold on, let me turn down for 1 second. So it's BK, it's Ari, it's Kia, Black Ceci, Rizzy, Chef, Slim, and AP. But Kiana is in the comments.
I'm not gonna give up.
And Slim is drunk.
I'm not.
And Kia is
She
too.
is too, probably.
She is.
Child.
Tia Slim was talking.
I heard a motherfucker.
All right, see you later, Drake.
Who the fuck is you?
I wasn't talking to you, drunk. I was talking to Drake.
It's been like 6 different arguments in 10 minutes.
See, that's why, you know what? I'm glad I made a few decisions for
What's your
myself.
point?
Miss Kia, can you do it my
I ain't
break?
no Miss Kia, my ass.
You doing my break?
Oh yeah, I will. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody,
Who is
put your
that?
seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tap that motherfucker live. All right, everybody read up. Tap that
I
motherfucker
can't drink as
live.
much as they drink.
If
Ain't no
you
way
want
in
to get
hell,
up,
child.
if the beat was dropping, hit the beat. But first of all, tap that motherfucker screen. Tap that motherfucker screen.
My God, y'all.
They dropped her. That lady crazy.
She's so drunk.
Friends don't let friends drink and live.
Hey guys, I just only want to come up here to say praise.
We gotta get to another one, Kia. They got your page.
I was gonna go to bed and I was using you guys to like help clean around my house, but
Oh
I
my
noticed
God.
Bray's eating cookies and washing it down with
Flip.
pasta makers.
I know you fucking
Can
right.
we talk about this?
I know his stomach is
that what he was
doing?
He all blow, nigga.
Are you watching Casamigos?
Nigga, like why you don't like to try anything else? Nothing. Right? Ginger ale, didn't know what.
Somebody say a ginger ale?
You don't like
He put a cook out of Casamigos
No.
instead of me.
No. You trying to kill
That's why I said y'all gotta see this.
Look at it before you come back in this camera.
Y'all got me so fucked up.
Yo, his stomach is pumping. I know your stomach is.
Is that Sassy underneath me? Is that you, Sassy Black?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Hey, girl.
You got me fucked up.
I'm gonna go see if if
Shit's in the chat, please.
oh girl live. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, if she's
She's not, but I want to ask her what was commissary, like what she eat while she was in there.
I thought you asked that woman that.
I really want to know, did you eat a ham?
I think if everyone just gives it no attention and moves on.
The man witch at 7 a.m.
Surviving on pizza roll,
Then it was going down in Teton's live. There was so much stuff happening.
Surprised.
When I first went in Braves Live, they were talking about Kiana putting her house up for her
It
bond.
got you fucked up. It's not us, nigga.
She putting her what up?
House.
All the water is
for her bond.
at this point. I know it. I know
Oh
it.
shit, girl. Let me pause it. Tell me.
Ari, he got
Why he look like he Erling?
He laughing.
Oh, what he? Not cookies and Casamigos, though. That's unhealthy.
It really sound real nasty.
Right now, it's a.
But Amanda, I think you my kind of messy. So go tell me more.
What would happen if he just did a cleanse? If he didn't,
Cause if you gotta put the whole house up,
you right?
oh Lord.
Yeah, then that means your bond is pretty big.
In the comments it said
He had a 10,000 cash property bond, so that means you can do 10,000 cash or property off the 100,000 to get out.
So she had a $10,000 bond.
Cash
No,
or-
it probably was 100, but you have to
No,
put down
the
10%.
bond was 100,000. You had to do the 10. This
So you can use cash or equity on your property.
cash or property.
Okay. Miss G, what you down there talking about? Kiana or was it Trina? What we talking about, Miss G?
And won't.
Or they saying it's milk, not Casamigos.
Yeah, the lady said the dope since '87 said it's milk.
yeah, I'm talking about the people on the panel are
Who
saying
went to jail and why? Oh, Kiana went to jail. That's Braid King, Steve. That's Braid King. Braid King's auditions. I see you in here. You ain't slipping in here. I see you.
When they get up and lift.
And she got multiple properties, so she could have put up any of them.
For sure. I mean, I wouldn't use cash. I would definitely use my property.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She could have put up any property, not necessarily a house at home. She got.
I mean,
other
but why
properties.
not put up 10,000 cash?
I would put up
I
my
was
cash
about to ask
in my pocket, my bank account. I would definitely use my house or any
The
house.
way the document
So
reads,
when the
she could
case
have.
over, they wouldn't get them 10,000, baby. You'll still have it. But if you give them that cash, you ain't getting that. Back.
You good, Braid King's auditions? No, you all right?
The way that the paperwork reads is 10,000 cash or property bond, not for jail use.
I wouldn't know because I just don't go through all of that.
Bonding company.
My dad was officer 50-something years.
Oh, put up
I know what it
anything but
means.
money? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because your money, they'll hold it up. It may be a minute before you get that back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, trying to pay cash, you might be years
What's
or
up, Fifth
centuries
Town?
trying to get that money back. Them people ain't gonna give you
You would
money.
need to fight or that. Oh, okay, for that money back. Oh, okay. So at least you know they can't take your house. All right.
Yeah, they just put a lien on there or something.
Let me go to my other troll
And
page.
if the case is over and you don't lose or you get acquitted from the case, they
What
take the
happened? You
lien
got
off.
kicked out?
So
What's
it
up,
don't do
Felicia?
nothing.
What happened, Shady?
Oh, Kiana, no, I'm saying let me go check my other troll pages because some of these creators be having me blocked, but they don't know that I got a
Where
bunch. Of
Kiana go? She went in there?
That's what I'm looking for. So I gotta go to my other.
I know
I don't
her
know if I
ass
wanna
was
hear that
in.
woman
She
lie.
was on that Breakfast with Key
I ain't
page.
seen her in that shade. Where you saw it? She wasn't in the box. And I've been
No, she was in
recording
the
for
comments of
45
Brave.
minutes.
She was on that Breakfast with Key page. I'm trying to tell y'all.
I don't see that page in here. I've been recording.
I
Oh,
didn't
I
see
said
it.
You
when
don't
she
see
was
it?
in here. She was on that.
Because
Breakfast.
Brady even was
Oh,
talking. They were all talking to her.
Oh, you didn't see her either, Femme Fatale? Femme Fatale said she didn't see her. And Femme
Now
Fatale.
they got me excited for nothing. It's just still in jail? Because they
No, she's out. She's out. She's out.
No, they go.
Even BK said
You're on
that.
that Breakfast with Tea page, not the messy
Burn that
TikTok
part.
page.
Breakfast with tea.
Breakfast with Key. Breakfast with Key.
Yeah, no, friends, that's that troll page because that Breakfast with Key page was completely suspended. No, she couldn't get back in that at all. That's why she made the messy TikTok court page because I don't know if y'all remember her crying about